Hello, Namaste. I am Dr. Subramanya Kumar. With this video, I would like to give an introduction to the unit Knowledge Framework and History of Indian Medical Systems under the course Bharatiya Knowledge Systems, Wellness, Health and Conservation. Objectives of this course are to understand the concept of traditional knowledge and its importance, to understand the conventional framework of Indian medical systems, to comprehend the therapeutic specialities of Indian medical systems like Ayurveda, and to familiarize the conservation strategies of medicinal plant species used in Indian medical systems. What are the main topics you are going to study in the unit Knowledge Framework and History of Indian Medical Systems? We are going to discuss about the definition and general understanding about the concept of traditional knowledge. We are also going to discuss in detail about the nature of Indian traditional systems of medicine and the concept like codified and non-codified or uncodified systems of knowledge with a special reference to the system of medicines in India. Under the codified traditional systems of medicine in India, we are going to understand uh, in detail about Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha and Sovaragapa. We are also going to discuss about history of development of Ayurveda in India and the development of Ayurvedic literature in Indian subcontinent. Finally, we are going to discuss about the Pancha Mahabhuta Siddhanta or five element theory. Let us try to understand what is traditional knowledge. There is an ancient proverb: whenever an old man dies, it is a library burning down. So, the traditional knowledge is defined as the knowledge, know-how, skills and practices that are developed, sustained and passed on from generation to generation within a community, often forming part of cultural or spiritual identity. Generally, it is the knowledge part of traditional lifestyle as well. Any traditional knowledge is developed over generations and often passed down from word of mouth from generation to generation. Please remember, today's best practices are probably the result of collective understanding of all innovations and developments that happened over centuries. Let us try to understand the profoundness of traditional knowledge in India. India is well known for in-depth traditional knowledge in the areas including healthcare and medicine, law, branches of sciences like mathematics, chemistry, metallurgy, art subjects like music, painting and dance, and applied aspects like holistic traditional agriculture, forest management, conservation of biodiversity, and sustainable use of biological diversity, and management of natural resources and environment. India is known for its traditional medical knowledge. So what is this Indian systems of medicine? The medical systems originated or those which have come to India from other parts of the world and got assimilated into Indian culture are generally considered as Indian systems of medicine. It is believed that there was sophisticated practice of medicine with firm theories in Indian subcontinent even during 2000 before Common Era. Indian systems of medicines are Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, Sovaragapa, and Yoga. Today, Ministry of Ayush regulates the education, research, and propagation of Indian systems of medicine in India. Healthcare system in India can be majorly classified into two systems. One is conventional modern medicine or modern biomedicine, and the other one is Indian traditional knowledge systems. Under the Indian traditional medicine systems, you have two groups. One is codified or documented medical systems, including Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and Sovaragapa, and the other one is uncodified, which is not documented. Codified systems of medicine are generally built on a strong logical framework. In Sanskrit, we call it as Siddhanta. The knowledge is well documented and available in the form of books. Most of them are published also today. And this knowledge is translated into different languages. The developmental history of codified systems of medicine is also well documented. The education, practice, manufacture, and trade of medicines of codified systems of medicine are well regulated by the Government of India. And presently, it is done by the Ministry of Ayush. In the context of codified medical knowledge of India, it is worthwhile discussing about TKDL, or the Traditional Knowledge Digital Library. This is actually an pioneering initiative of India by a joint venture by CSIR and the Ministry of Ayush. The purpose of this initiative is to prevent exploitation and protect Indian traditional knowledge with a specific reference to the medical knowledge. Here, the information from traditional medical texts are digitized and made available as databases, or it is popularly called as TKDL database. More than 4 lakh traditional medicine formulations, we call them as yogas, are documented in TKDL. TKDL documented the medicine formulations from Ayurveda, Unani, Siddha, and Yoga as well. The medical knowledge or the practices that are not documented in the form of books are generally considered as uncodified or non-codified. Here, the practices, medical practices, are varying in different parts of this vast nation. Non-codified healthcare system is very vast and hold a treasure of knowledge, but it lacks a uniform theoretical foundation. The Vaidyas, or local healers, or the traditional healers, are the knowledge holders of this system. Currently, the education system, the drug production and usage in this sector are not regulated by government. Thank you.